If I go back to when I was a kid, I had a group of cousins, we're all the same age, and I had this brilliant idea that we could paint pictures. We were, doing that anyway, and I thought, what if we went to our neighbors and we sold the pictures? And I mean, who can turn down kids? So I was kind of doing little business ventures since I was very young. And, I just, even when I, the school was something that I was passionate about. When my university went on strike, York University was where I was going, it went on strike, and I suddenly, it was all my plans had gone into becoming a doctor, so I just thought, oh gosh, what am I going to do? And then starting from the receptionist, it just, started to think, okay, what can I do about myself, turn myself into an entity, so to speak. Right. So when the fitness modeling opportunity came about, it was something that I delved into, and then I was on the cover of the first time I was on the cover of a magazine. I was like, what can I do with this? And what I did is I looked at it like, I was on a cover of a magazine, but I looked at it as this would get me a platform to spread a message. And so in school, I was studying biology, kinesiology. And so I just started spreading the word of health and fitness back, way back, a lifestyle that I was following. And then I don't know, just everything, I started to realize that Trish Stratus really turned into a brand.
And there's clearly some ambition there.
I'm pretty driven. I like a challenge. I like to constantly be challenged. I like to, if you want to give me something new, I'm like, yeah, I want to tackle it. I've always had that in me for sure.
Who are your mentors, and did you do a lot of reading about how to build a brand, how to build a business, and that kind of thing? Anybody take you under their wing?
Robert Kennedy was the publisher of Muscle Mag magazine, and he's the one who really gave me my start. He put me on the cover of a magazine, and what he did is he said, this is Trish Stratus. She is the newest and hottest fitness model. And I was just this new person who looked good in a bikini at the time. So I worked really hard to realize there was opportunities that came with being on that cover. And, then I worked alongside him. He was really great he let me come into the whole process of what it took to put a magazine together, and he built a star. Fitness, I watched this industry become born. It was fitness modeling was a new thing. It was really before we had bodybuilders, men and women. And from there was really no women that I guess someone like me could relate to. So suddenly there was this group of athletic women that were attractive, and they were out there just spreading the word of health and fitness. So he really just said, well, he branded this name fitness modeling, and I was there from the very beginning. He brought me on board, and that's the contract I had in the beginning. And I saw him build this entity, really this industry. So that was very inspiring to me. And he was a dear friend of mine and a mentor the entire time of my career. Even when I got into wrestling, it was something I kind of said, so I'm doing this wrestling thing. What do you think? And he just said, I think it's great. And then, the wrestling gave me a different platform as well. So, he was a big influence for my whole career.
Blew up after that, for sure. Mm-hmm. So now you've got this Trish Stratus brand. What do you do with it now? Where do you take it? Are you in complete charge of it? And how important is it to you to branch out in different directions?
Well, for me, maintaining the brand integrity, making sure it's very close to what I do and what I believe in. So I lead a healthy and fit lifestyle, and I try to maintain a wellness and I achieve wellness through balanced living is kind of my motto. And so the first venture I went to as a business venture was a yoga studio. So I opened up a studio north of Toronto. And that wasn't just oh, this will be neat. During wrestling, I had a herniated disc in my back, and yoga is really what helped me recover. And so I thought, well, I was basically spreading the news, you got to try this. And I thought, well, you know what, let me open this studio up, and it became a platform for me to spread my message. And so that's what I started to realize. And then the brand is just sort of rather organically kind of evolved. It's I started with the yoga studio, which turned into a series of DVDs, which turned into products across Canada. And now joining with Liquid Nutrition, I'm still spreading my message, and it's just been a great partnership.
I'm sure you've heard a million times from people who have children that it changed their life forever. You're expecting a baby in September. Again, congratulations.
Thank you.
How do you think it's going to change? You won't know until you're there, but how's it going to change you, do you think?
I think, in a weird way, I think motherhood is just going to be a new challenge for me to embrace, It's something that, it's a chance to influence another generation of my positive living and healthy living. Like you said, it's going to be something that someone says, until you get there, you have no idea how to change your life. I'm ready to embrace the challenge, and really looking forward to it.